performer has been described as a young Groucho Marx. You'll understand why when you see Jay Leno.
Hello. Oh, been some good stuff in the news the last couple of weeks. Did you read about this? The president of South Korea accidentally shot in the head at a dinner party, huh? How many times has that happened to all of us? We're over at a friend's house, somebody takes out an automatic weapon. My favorite story the past couple of weeks, but apparently the government accidentally declassified some documents on how to build an atomic bomb, and under the Freedom of Information Act, these documents can be published in any magazine in the country. I don't think they realize how many morons there are out there, you know? It's like my next-door neighbor heard about this, says to me, hey, Jay, you still got that article on how to build that atomic bomb? I says, yeah, I got it. What do you want it for? This guy's been hitting on my chick, man. See, where Ronald Reagan is running for president, I'm real excited about this. See, a lot of people think Ronald is too old to run. I think that's silly. I mean, in 25 years, a man will only be 100. You know, I think it's good for a president at least be half the age of the country he represents. You know. Actually, he's getting more liberal. Reagan was on Face the Nation a couple weeks ago. You know, Reagan is now against the electric chair. See, he feels that since there are so many men on death row, he would like to have electric bleachers. You know who I'd like to see run? I'd like to see Mo Udall run. Not because he's good, I just like the idea of a president named Mo. And now, President Mo, come here, you boing. Where's that hostage? Get out of here. Kind of clear up the situation. I always like human interest stories. Those are my favorite. Like when the Pope was in Philadelphia, did you see this guy? There was a man who stood on the street corner for 11 hours waiting to see the Pope. Now, I don't mean to impugn anyone's religious belief here, but the guy stood there for 11 hours. After 11 hours, the Pope goes by in a black limo with tinted windows, about 60 miles an hour, goes, meow. This guy turns to the camera and says, it was the greatest day of my life. You know? What kind of life has this guy had? I mean, I can understand if the Pope said, hey, kid, look, here's a couple of dollars. Go get yourself a little something, you know. But they make a big deal out of the Pope being Polish. I guess it's hard to be Pope if you're not Italian. I mean, when you look at all the guys that go to Pope school and all the stuff they have to learn, you know, there's only one guy that can get the job. And it is politics. How many votes do you think the cardinal from Korea gets? Huh? Pope Wing Fong? Sorry, Wing, no votes this year. Why no one vote for me? I'd be a good Pope. Well, Wing represents the 200 Catholics somewhere in Korea at this time. We're going to have the Olympics in L.A. Real excited about this. This is what I need. More people from Guam ask me how to get to Disneyland. How can you have the Olympics in this town? Look at the air. The fact you can look at the air is reason enough not to have the Olympics, you know? And Jenner throws the javelin. Ah, it's stuck. Oh, geez. Nixon finally got an apartment. I was real glad about that. I was hoping he might have to stay with me, you know, in case he didn't get a place. He got a 3-bedroom place. I think he's going to split it with the Shaw and Somoza. 3 of them are going to move in there. Little security building. Wouldn't that be great, the 3 of them in a security building? Is the Shaw here? Who is it? Never mind. So a great sign coming down here. You see this? The Sizzler Steakhouse now has king crab from Alaska for $1.99, huh? Who are they trying to kid with this stuff? You can't bring snow from Alaska for $1.99. Other crabs can't get crabs for $1.99. I think they make up food. What is langostino? Or Malibu chicken? Tastes like a mudslide in Santa Monica somewhere. Malibu chicken. When it comes to bad food, the originator is Howard Johnson's. See, a lot of people make a mistake. A lot of people think Howard Johnson is in the food business. The man is in the orange roofing business. This isn't very many people may. You see, I wouldn't even mind if Howard Johnson's was honest. You walked in, the menu said, like, crummy food, $1. You know, I think that's fair. But don't tell me the fish are caught only by Aryan fishermen with nets of gold off the silvery coast. You ever read the little story on the back of the seafood menu? I mean, they give you the impression there's an old fisherman in Gloucester, Massachusetts going up, oh, let's save this one for Mr. Johnson. You know. It's like I got a coupon in the mail the other day for one of these fast food places entitling me to a free hot dog. So I said, oh, that seems like a pretty good deal. Then I remember about a year ago, maybe you saw this, 60 Minutes did a segment on what the government says you can legally put in a hot dog. Now, this is true. You can legally have, like, 2% moose lips, 3% assorted parts. Figure that out. Now, this is all stuff you can legally put in a hot dog that we pay for. Imagine what must go into the free hot dog. My mom is out visiting me from back east. Moms are a lot different out here. Like, moms out here smoke marijuana and stuff, which they don't do back east, you know? About as heavy into drugs my mom gets is ironing. That's about as close to drugs as I It's true. Like, if I light a cigarette in my mom's house, like, put that thing away, you know? Out here, moms are like, Billy, did you clean up your room? We have a few of those. Few hip parents, apparently, you know. My mom is one of those moms. You ever moms that make suggestions? See, my mom will never say do something. She just keeps, like, dropping hints. Like, I was back in Boston a couple months ago, and I was driving around to do some shopping. And we get a flat tire, and there's no jack in the car. So it says, Ma, we got a flat. There's no jack to change it. We got to wait for the tow truck. Did you check the battery? So it's got nothing to do with the battery, Ma. We got a flat, and we can't change the jack. Uh-huh. Well, your father always checks the batteries. I says, all right, Ma, I'll check the battery, all right? I open the hood, the battery is fine. I says, Ma, I checked, it's not the battery. Well, now you know. My mom was out here in Hollywood staying with me for a couple days, which was fun. You know, it always been my mom's big dream to one day walk down Hollywood Boulevard and see Clark Gable's star on the sidewalk, you know? It's always nice taking Mom down Hollywood Boulevard and have a transvestite hooker go, hey, lady! You know, fabulous street of dreams, isn't it, boy? Big thing on Hollywood Boulevard, you know, they got a lot of porno shops, and I went into one the other day because Don wanted some stuff. I had to get it for him. And I saw a thing called the inflatable party doll. You ever seen one of these? It's a hip crowd. This is a doll that guys take home and you blow it up and it looks like a girl and you can do whatever you want with this thing. Like the ad on the side of the box says, she's just like a real woman. How many real women you know sleep like this? Imagine you get a leak in this thing, you'd be chasing it all over the house. Here it is. And they always call these things novelty items, you know, little fun novelty items. To me, a novelty item is a hand buzzer or a little flower that squirts water. It's not a whip with nails in it. Hey, listen, you've been real nice. Enjoy the rest of the show. See you all later. Bye-bye.
This babe is tough. This